Welcome back for the second half action here from the UMFK Sports Center. After the first half, the score is 43-39 with the Daemen College Wildcats having the advantage. From the first half, Don Mazzocchi for the Wildcats led all scorers with 18 points. And Pablo Yamas for UMFK added 10 points. And Manny Otabella was UMFK's leading scorer in the first half with 17 points. Otniel Hilliger with 2 points there to open the second half. Score is now 41-43. Pablo Yamas now for the Bengals, working the ball up the floor. Otabella goes inside to Otniel Hilliger. Otniel goes around, turns around Jay. That's good. Just like that, it's a tied ball game. Dom Mazzocchi now for the Wildcats on the other end. He goes off the glass for 2. That's his 20th point of the contest. J.J. Thomas now for the Bengals goes inside to Otniel Hilliger. Otniel gets position. He goes up for 2. No good. Rebounded by Jim Regan. Dom Mazzocchi now for the Wildcats. Finds point guard Mark Capalla near the center court line. Capalla goes over to Casey Sheehan. Sheehan drives. He goes up off the glass for 2. Nice play there from Casey Sheehan. J.J. Thomas for the Bengals. Goes to Jan Brylowski. Jan looking inside. Holds the ball a little bit too long, and that's picked off. And Jim Regan now for the Wildcats. Gets on the fast break and goes up for a big dunk there. J.J. Thomas now for the Bengals. Working his offense. High pass to Otniel Hilliger. Otniel goes into the lane. Traveling violation called on Otniel Hilliger. Jim Regan heads to the bench as Chandler Williams checks in for the Wildcats. Casey Sheehan now drives the lane. Goes up for Gerald Beverly. Beverly with a 2-point attempt, no good. J.J. Thomas picks up the ball, goes ahead to Manny Otabella on the fast break, and that's good off the glass for 2. Casey Sheehan now for the Wildcats. Dumps it inside for Gerald Beverly. Holding call called on number 12, Jan Brylowski for the Bengals. 17 minutes remaining in regulation. 49-45. Wildcats maintain that 4-point lead. Gerald Beverly now for the Wildcats with a 2-point attempt. That's no good. Beverly backs down the defender, goes into the lane, puts it up for 2. 51-45 now. J.J. Thomas for the Bengals finds Pablo Yamas. Pablo giving direction to his offense. He goes up in the lane off the glass for 2. Nice play there from Pablo Yamas. Mark Capalla now over to Casey Sheehan for the Wildcats. Gerald Beverly found inside. He goes up off the glass for 2. J.J. Thomas looking for Manny Otabella. That pass is picked off by Mark Capalla. He runs the floor. Goes to the other end for 2. Wildcats showing some speed there from Mark Capalla, getting that steal and beating the defender to the basket. Foul called here on number 41. That's Chandler Williams. His first foul of the game. Yoshi Belazar checks in for the UMFK Bengals. The Bengals will inbound under their own basket. J.J. Thomas finds Pablo. Over to Otniel Hilliger, and then back to Manny. Manny looks for Otniel Hilliger in the paint. That pass is deflected out of bounds, back to the Bengals. J.J. Thomas inbounds to Otniel Hilliger. And J.J. spots up for three. That's good. J.J. Thomas steps up and knocks down a big three-pointer there, and Eric Werntgren, UMFK head coach, takes a full timeout. Action resumes here from the Sports Center here on the campus of the University of Maine at Fort Kent. That timeout concludes, and the Daemen College Wildcats will inbound to Mark Capalla, who crosses the time stripe and runs his Wildcat offense. Gerald Beverly now in the corner, inside to Casey Sheehan. That attempt is no good. Rebounded by Otniel Hilliger. Manny Ottobella now driving his Bengals down the floor. He finds Otniel Hilliger down low, who makes a great pass to Yoshi Belazaire, wide open underneath the hoop. Yoshi puts it in for two. Mark Capalla once again giving direction to his offense. Dom Mazzocchi, tough shot in the lane, underneath the hole. He puts it off the glass for two. Dom Mazzocchi having a big game this evening. Pablo Yamas with a beautiful pass to J.J. Thomas in the lane. And Thomas goes off the glass for two. (57-54). Daemen College Wildcats on top of the UMFK Bengals. Player control foul called there on Casey Sheehan as he drives the lane and counts the... I think it's a matter now of whether or not the basket will count. Dan Silveri, head coach of the Wildcats, is looking for that basket to count, but they've waved it off. No good. Actually, now they give 2 points to Corey Sheehan for that basket. But he still gets charged with a player control foul. Yoshi inbounds to Manny Ottobella. Pablo in the corner. He drives the lane, goes up for two. That's good. Pablo Yamas with 2 points. Defensive pressure picks up for UMFK now. Mark Capalla sitting near the top of the key running his offense. Dom Mazzocchi now being face guarded closely by J.J. Thomas. 5-second call there. J.J. Thomas now finds Yoshi. Yoshi dribbling around looking for Manny Autabella. Autabella takes control now. That ball's poked away from Otniel Hilliger. Out of bounds to UMFK. Yoshi will inbound. Manny Autabella with the ball now. Sets up his offense. Finds Pablo. Pablo drives the lane. Dom Mazzocchi for the Wildcats now called with a holding foul. Yoshi to inbound. He looks for Otniel Hilliger down low. Otniel with a bad pass there. Scoots away from Manny Autabella, but it's maintained by Pablo Yamas. Bad pass there and is thrown away by UMFK. And the Wildcats retain possession. 59-56, 13:08 to play, second half. Dom Mazzocchi inside looking for the ball.
Are you kidding me?
That's a balking foul on Pablo Yamas. Second foul of the day for Pablo. Dom Mazzocchi now catches the inbound. He spots up for two. That's good. Nice shot there from Dom Mazzocchi. Autabella now for the Bengals. Sprints up the floor. Finds Pablo Yamas down low. Pablo goes up off the glass for two. Pablo starting to come alive here in this second half. Dom Mazzocchi now with a 20-foot jumper. That's no good. Rebounded by Pablo. Pablo Yamas there gets pushed in the back, bringing the ball up the floor. And he's fouled. And now the Daemen College Wildcats take a 30-second timeout. At the conclusion of this timeout, it'll be Fort Kent basketball on the sideline. .21 remaining here in the closing half of regulation. Yoshi Belazar inbounds to Autabella. Adam Bouchard, who just checked in, maintains control now. He finds Pablo Yamas down low to Otniel Hilliger. That's forced out of bounds. UMFK ball. Yoshi inbounds to Manny Autabella. Autabella finds Adam Bouchard. Over to Yoshi. That pass is deflected out of bounds to UMFK. Adam Bouchard now